If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofian1, bringing you guys in another YouTube video. So the other day, Boogie2988 made a video titled, "Should games cost more than $60?" He made some valid point in this video. He talked about how many people would not be too excited to hear that prices, would go up because of the biggest thing people complain about now, which is lack of money. Your average person that works, has bills, they have kids, etc., whatever, and, probably does not have a lot of extra cash to spend on video games. They may want it, but it just does not fit into their budget. And if they do manage to save up some money, $60 for a new game is already, like a reach for a lot of people as it is. The problem with developers is they sell the consumer, a lot of them a half-made game for $60 and sell the other part of the game for an additional $10 to $30. So that's pretty frustrating for the consumer standpoint, because if you want to progress in the game, you have to buy it, therefore leading you into kind of like, it's like a guilt trip thing, because you feel like, oh, well, everyone else has this because, they bought the DLC or they bought this or they bought that, and you don't have that, and you can't progress in the game without it. So it's like it kind of hinders you from being able to progress in the game, and then it just kind of causes frustration. So eventually you kind of say, well, maybe I'll buy it, so I can keep up in that game as well, or you end up just dropping it as a whole. Now, as well, Boogie did discuss that, the companies are selling you the game at a small portion where it actually costs to make it, which in a sense I agree. It's almost like college, although people say, like college is super expensive, which don't get me wrong, it is. I'm in school. I know it. Tuition is crazy, but you're getting charged a portion where it actually costs to actually run like a college, basically. However, I think if companies spent more time making a complete game, then you would have a higher chance of selling more copies. Like for me, I know for a fact that I'm less likely to purchase a game if I already know before buying it I gotta buy a DLC, a season pass, etc. That's why, that's basically like what Destiny did. They sucked the consumer dry, and look what happened to that game. It died. No one played it. It's when you sell a game that's half made and people already know that they have to buy X, Y, and Z just to even have the full game, it makes people look at maybe not saying the company, but makes them look at the game differently. It makes them feel like, oh, this game just wants my money. It's a microtransaction game. Where you look at a game like, for instance, let's say Monster Hunter, right? That game came out, for the console, the PlayStation 4, and, it sold so many copies. And although, yes, it had, prior knowledge, it had prior, whatever you want to call it, reputation, but still people knew the game was going to be complete, it was going to be full, and it sold a lot of copies. Same with Grand Theft Auto. Although Grand Theft Auto, they have the whole online stuff, they have the DLC, but the game itself, when it came out, it was good, it was complete. It sold a whole bunch of copies because people knew the game quality was going to be up to par. There wasn't going to be any twist or turn. Yes, now, although we're talking about, Grand Theft Auto, yes, they have made more money. Yes, they have more money to put in their games, but it also shows you, too, that the amount of time that they spend. Grand Theft Auto doesn't come out with a game every year. They don't come out with a game every year. They come out with a game every so many years. And when they do, it hits because people know the game is going to be good. I feel like, quality is better than quantity. Plus, nowadays, with the internet and stuff, if you create a great game, it's going to get known, because you got Twitch, you got YouTube, people tweet about games that are good. So it's like, if you spend the time, if the company spends the time and really makes a good game, let's say someone that never even played that game, they hear about how good it is, they may actually buy it, because before, back in the day, that when you didn't have the internet, you had to wait for like magazines, or you had to just test your luck and hope that the game was good yourself, or you had to wait, like for magazines like Game Informer, to find out about if a game was good or not. Now, people get early access copies to stuff, so you get to hear about a game before it even comes out and hear about how good it is. And if you're still unsure, you can go on Twitch and watch other people stream it to see if you like it, so it's like, why cheat yourself out and why make these crappy games and then you want to keep charging more? It just So I did agree with a lot of stuff that Boogie had to say. I like the fact too that he also looked at it from the consumer side and the game developer side, which I think is great. He kind of gave more of an unbiased type opinion about it, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, guys, so those are my thought. That's my response on his video. Should games cost more than $60? If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, Fan Army.